Welcome back. So Majid, India's batting performance has been flawless in this tournament so far, and we have discussed this already before as well. But they seem like a team who are top heavy. Their top two players are in tremendous form. That is the same thing that happened in the Champions Trophy as well. They were top heavy. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan were scoring all the runs, and in the final, they found out against Mohammad Amir because he claimed all the 3 wickets. So don't you think it's about time that their middle order should be exposed, and they would be hoping that it will be exposed because that can only strengthen their position in the final as well?
We should see the Champions Trophy for this. If you see their case, you are completely right here.
Yeah.
And Mickey Arthur in his press conference was also saying that we need to dig into their middle order. Otherwise, it's impossible to beat India, because if their openers start connecting with the ball, there is no way you can stop Rohit Sharma or Shikhar Dhawan if they find their form. That is where Mohammad Amir should come in. That is where Mohammad Amir, we are hoping, comes in. Or that is where Afghanistan bowlers would be hoping to pitch in, because they would be looking to get either Rohit Sharma or Shikhar Dhawan out, because they don't have the cushion of Kohli now.
Yeah.
So they directly dig into the middle order. And their middle order, no doubt, they're quality batsmen, but again, they will be tested by Rashid Khan, because he's a world-class spinner. He's young, but he's world-class, obviously.
Yeah.
So they will be tested. And that has been the case in this whole Asia Cup, that the middle order hasn't been tested. They haven't chased a very big target, or they haven't gone deep while setting a target.
And in every match, India's openers played brilliantly. In the first match, Shikhar Dhawan scored a brilliant century. In the second match, it was Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan who thrashed Pakistan. In the third match against Bangladesh, again Rohit Sharma was the man. And in the last match, it was Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. So in all the matches, it's a very similar pattern.
That is what has been happening wrong with Pakistan and right with India. Pakistani openers have been able to fire from the word go.
But don't you think it's a blessing in disguise that our batting has been tested completely, whereas Indian team have, just tested their openers and that's it?
I would not suggest that, because if the ball was seaming, if the ball was swinging, if it was spinning wildly, then our batting would have been tested. We've been playing rash shots. We've been lacking confidence, as Mickey Arthur said. We've been all over the place in this tournament.
Yeah.
India, meanwhile, have held on to their nerves. They know that they don't have Virat Kohli. They don't have that cushion. They don't have that kind of a world beater or world-class pair with them. So they're playing very cautiously. They're very up to the mark. They know what the plan is. They know they need to reserve their wickets in the first 15, 20 overs. They don't want to lose too many wickets. They go about it with singles, doubles. They rotate the strike. They play normal basic cricket, by the book cricket. What we're lacking is, we're lacking the technique, we're lacking the skill to rotate the strike. India has been doing that very well, and that is the reason they've been successful in UAE.
Yeah,
because
Wasim Akram actually said that there's a clear difference in skill level of both teams. Whereas when you talk about Afghanistan, they have been brilliant in this tournament. So who do you think, apart from Rashid Khan, was the standout performer for them in this tournament?
I would again call them the team which performed well. Their captain, obviously Asghar Afghan, has been leading them well. He knows the strengths of his team. He knows.
And then also Hashmatullah Shahidi.
Hashmatullah Shahidi scored a brilliant 80-odd again, nearly a century against us.
And then 74 in the last match.
Yes, so he has been good. Obviously, he's playing the Shoaib Malik's role for Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But their team is playing. Again, they lost a lot of. If they lose wickets top the order, players like Hashmatullah Shahidi come in and then they score runs. If their openers strike, then the middle order comes in and adds to those runs. If their batting lineup is reaching 220, 50 targets, their bowling is backing them up. So it's been an all-round performance, and I would suggest that Asghar Afghan should be. I always call him Asghar Stanikzai because that was his name.
Yeah.
But Asghar Afghan has been doing good. He knows the strengths of his team, and he's playing by the strengths. He's not letting anyone exploit the team's weaknesses, and that is the main plot that he has been plotting well. Meanwhile, other teams have been playing by their strengths.
So what do you have to say about Mujeeb Rahman, a very young leg spinner who opens for the bowling for Afghanistan?
He is that kind of a finger spinner like Mendes.
Exactly. He's very different, and he's very different to what Rashid Khan offers as well. Rashid Khan is a traditional leg spinner who bowls a lot of googlies, whereas Mujeeb Rahman bowls an off cutter, bowls googly as well, bowls leg spin as well. And then he has this variety all all in his spell. It's all over there. So do you think that he might become another Ajanta Mendes in the future, or he has the ability to become better than him?
He might become one of those, but in spin-friendly conditions, in the conditions where the ball is not swinging or seaming or even spinning, in dead conditions, he might be a good pick for a few overs. You need to realize that finger spinners need rest. They can bowl only 2 to 3 overs. More than that, they won't be able to do what they are capable of doing. So Mujeeb is a good pick. Mujeeb is a good find for Afghanistan. But the other day when we were watching the Pakistan match, Fakhar Zaman was LBW on his bowl. The idea of playing a finger spinner is very easy. You need to play with a straight bat. The problem with the teams who have been falling to Mujeeb is that they're playing cross-batted shots against him. And that is where they lose the plot, that is where they lose their wickets. So the only thing that you can do against Mujeeb, and it will be eventually found out because teams now have statisticians and they have a whole bunch of guys who are just looking at bowlers and finding out how to play them. So Mujeeb will be found out, but till then Afghanistan have a surprise package in their kitty in the bowling department, and they will be utilizing him as much as they can.
Thank you so much, Majid. So right now we'll take a break, and after that we'll discuss about Pakistan-Bangladesh match, which will take place tomorrow.